Hey there, fancy friends, it's Oliver, and today it's all about the forgotten game plan of old school Savate. And we are talking about a real old school Savate from the 1840s. This method was taught by Maitre Leboucher. By the way, he calls it the new method of Savate back then. And the main idea of this game plan was to strike the opponent really hard. Like a nippon in karate, a strike which could end the fight. For a blow, either with the hand or the foot, 2 points are important. First, we target the inside. Second, we use mostly a blow from the rear, and that's where it starts. So it's all about the old school guard. And if I'm talking about the old school guard, I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about the feet. And therefore, I need my silent guy here. If he stands here in a left guard like me, so we would stand, face each other with the left foot forward. This is called the true guard. And if he would change his guard with standing the right foot in front, and I would stand the right foot in front as we would be to southpaw, then we would also stand just in true guard. So what I wanted to have to get this game plan work is the false guard. So I want to mirror his stance. If he stands with his left foot in front, I want to have my right foot in front. Because from here, I can bring all my body weight into hard blows with the leg, with the fist, and I will target everything on the inside. This is what I want. This is where I want it to be. I want to stand in this false guard, because if I start the kick or the punch with my rear weapon, so the rear fist or the rear leg, I want to target the inside of the body. So may it be a straight kick or a round kick, or may it be just a coup de pied bas, which hits surprisingly painful on the shin on the inside more than on the outside. And same thing is for the blow. I do not want to jab like in modern boxing. This is more like my trap to get my line clear. So I would avoid a stopping hit. So I want to tap it, and then I bring all my body weight just for a punch that hits really hard on the inside of the body. So, target the inside of the body, check. Using rear weapons, check. A few words on the punch. Training with Indian clubs would be very beneficial. A punch back then were not so much powered by hip rotation, but more from a movement like explosive leaning from the hips, or a tension that would be released from the chest, like if you want to open your chest and you release it. So, and Indian clubs or heavy club belts train these muscles in a functional way. No matter if you do just shield casts with heavy clubs or maces, or circling with light Indian clubs over and over again, it will be beneficial. And surprisingly, we have a playlist for that, so have a look. Back to the false guard. The fun fact is, if you want to stand in false guard, it depends on your opponent. And something a game could start is changing guards. But you better be good at both sides. And that is also a benefit for today, because we train mostly for fitness and health and fun, of course, and to train both sides equally will help. We do not need to fight for our lives anymore. If you want to deliver with the rear foot, it's not only the guard, also the footwork change to get an explosive and hard hit. Because in modern times, or in fencing as we would do it today, or back then, we would extend and follow with the rear foot. So we would step forwards and step backwards, just this way. But here in this school of Savate, we use kind of like shuffle steps. So from guard, we close and open. Also to the rear. Yeah. We close the feet, so don't lift up. We close the feet and we extend the same distance. This kind of footwork makes it possible to kick faster from far away. So I tell you in a second, just imagine I want to kick my opponent and I have to step in. I could step out, come closer, and then deliver the kick. So this takes more time than I have because I step out, front foot moves, back foot moves, back foot moves. So I have a double move from the same leg. I could also just step out and from here I swing everything I have to the front, but this makes it more telegraphic. So I have the choice of a somewhat less powerful kick or a more telegraphic kick. But if we use the footwork I showed you before, the order of steps is the right to deliver a hard and fast kick. And as a bonus, I stay out of reach as long as possible. So I am out of reach, I step in with the rear leg, I'm still out of reach, I go into reach, and if this leg stays on the ground, I can use the rear leg and deliver the kick. So I have 1, 2, 3, just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So faster, harder, and out of distance as long as possible. If you know modern Savate, you see it differs a lot from that. Is it better? Is it worse? It depends. In a modern assault, I guess it's really hard to win a fight with points over 3 2-minute rounds. I could imagine it will work better in a spontaneous encounter, aka in the streets, TM, where you do not have time to dueling, to figuring out how the other acts. This is actually meant to be a fighting art. If your first strike hits really hard, you have time to follow up. Sure, this concept is borrowed from fencing, aka fighting with weapons like swords, sabers, sticks and staffs, which were contemporary tough in the same style, especially canne and baton, with Savate are known as sister arts. And actually, Maitre Leboucher has left us an important book about using the stick or cane also. You will find more on cane and stuff on my channel, and there's also a bit of Savate yet, but more to come. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to help me spreading the art. And if you want to support us a little bit more, you can join us on Patreon or become a member here on YouTube. Either way, see you in the next video.